Hey everyone, it's Bree and Vanessa here at Quaid Harley-Davidson in Loma Linda, California, and we are super excited to talk about this new piece of equipment that we've got here exclusively at the dealership. It is the Alpinestars AirTech 5 airbag vest. This is the latest state-of-the-art motorcycle airbag protection system. This is going to provide you with full upper body protection ahead of impact. The key phrase there is actually ahead of impact because there are algorithms integrated into this vest to read and know a crash before it even happens. Alpinestars has put a ton of hours into studying and researching different crash patterns to make this the best vest on and off the track. Now, this vest is compatible with any properly fitting motorcycle jacket, whether leather or textile. So as long as you have about 4 centimeters of space for this to expand, this is going to be the perfect extra piece of gear to be riding with. So let's get into a little bit about how it works. Now, the system's operation is fully integrated into the vest. So that means that there are no tethers, there's no cables, there's nothing that's connecting to the bike. It just operates all within the vest itself. The system actually is going to use sensors, algorithms, as well as gyroscopes and accelerators to read your ride patterns and kind of help predict a crash and know how you're riding and give you the best protection. This does communicate on a millisecond level, and the airbag actually will deploy within 25 milliseconds. That's actually 8 times faster than the blink of an eye. So you are going to have protection right when you need it. It will stay deployed for only about 5 seconds and it will start to go down at that point. It does reduce impact, and this is the key part to know here. It reduces impact by up to 95%, really giving us protection on the body where we need it most, like our vital organs, sensitive areas like our collarbones and our rib cage, and it's complete with the CE Level 2 certification on it. I've got Vanessa here, and she's gonna go a little bit more into how that vest works.
Hey guys, so what's really neat with Alpine and what they did with this vest is that they do offer a variety of sizes, anywhere from extra small to 4X, so there's one for everybody. So if we want to get a little bit into the technicals of the vest itself, so we have this magnetic zipper here, locks in. We go ahead and zip this all the way up. So this right here is going to be the piece that's going to tell the vest when to turn on and off. We attach it here. If we look here, we do have a light system going on. So the first set of lights is going to be your charge. If all 3 lights are on, this means we're fully charged. Then it's going to go ahead and show you that you're on standby mode. So once we have the yellow and green, this means we are on standby mode. So if you are planning to get off the bike, you're hanging around with your group of friends, you do want to make sure that we do take this piece off, unattach it, and we tuck it behind the chest area right here. So if we have some friends goofing off, they happen to come behind you, smacking the back, you don't want this to deploy. So a little bit about the deployment and the services with this. Anytime you go on impact, the canisters do deploy. You do have to have the canisters fully serviced. So you have 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. After the 3rd time of having the canisters serviced, you do have to have the full system serviced. You can bring that into us, and we do go ahead and turn those back into Alpine and get it completely serviced. What's really neat about this vest too is that there is a Tech Air app. You can connect this vest to. There is a QR code right here that you scan on the app. It Bluetooths this to the app itself. It tracks your riding patterns, the length of time you're riding for, different algorithms like that, just so that way the vest is tuning into your riding patterns. So we do have Brandon Quaid that has ridden with this a little bit, so we want to get some feedback from somebody who's actually experienced it before. So Brandon, what is it like riding with this vest right here?
Well, first of all, you girls are doing an amazing job. Yeah, so kind of maybe say some of the things they've said before, but this was developed for racing, so it's something we're taking from the racetrack to the real world. There's 2 different types of Tech Airs. There's a race-only one that has to connect to an Alpinestars suit. The reason I actually enjoy this one is because I have a couple different suits I can switch out, and I can wear this under anything, right? So I don't have to connect to an Alpinestars suit. I can wear any racing suit I want with this, but it also transferred again right back into street riding. But when you race, they recommend, and you should be wearing a spine brace. So because when you go down, you want to protect your spine. So this built in this. So a lot of people think it might be bulky under a vest or a jacket, but not really. Putting this on when it says you need 4 millimeters of room, I can tell you my race suit is extremely tight, but this I still fit this underneath and it'll still deploy. So you have plenty of room in your sweaters or jackets or vests that you ride in now. As a Harley guy, you have plenty of room. This will fit very, very nicely. So I just think we brought this in because a lot of you guys are, I don't know, some stunt guys out there, canyon riders. I mean, you guys are really, if you're an aggressive rider, even if you're not an aggressive rider, I think we just thought this, we're proud to be one of the only 2 dealers, Harley dealers in the United States that are approved to sell these. But I just think they're extremely valuable. We put a lot of money in our motorcycles, a lot of money in our Harleys. I mean, there's probably unlimited amounts of money you guys will drop in your bike, but sometimes safety's last and it should be first. So to give you a little bit more example, I've had a couple low sides on the track, and what that means is if you're laying down low, I've caught some pegs and I've slid. This won't deploy with that, okay? So it has to be a drastic movement. So the sensors are acting, I wanna say you're probably getting about 90 to 100 senses per second on the 6 sensors in here. So it knows more of what a low side or a fast high impact would be. So if it'd be more of like a forward action. And so to give you most accidents, so 75% of accidents hit here on your face. Now the reason why full faces are a good thing to ride with also. So these are extremely valuable for your safety. Heath is one of the Alpinestars reps. He's worked for Alpinestars for years. He's the one at Laguna Seca that really, I've already looked into these, but he really got it in my head. And he had told me he went down on the track at 85 miles an hour and landed on his head and nothing had happened. We talked about multiple accidents where guys go, oh, I didn't need this. And they watched a replay on TV of their accident and they landed on their shoulders, okay? They landed on the side of their arms. A friend of mine went down in Utah and we had talked about this. He went down on the last lap on the BRL race and broke his 2 top ribs up on the top of his chest. That was a hard place to break ribs, and he broke them. And we know for a fact, we talked about it, he wouldn't have done that if he had this. So all those applications from the track will go to the street. So I'm sure there's a lot more questions, but it's not uncomfortable. I'll try it on real quick for you. I can tell you, I get it on with a race suit, which is not, you have a little experience, right? You've seen those, right? They're hard to get in and out. But I can wear actually a smaller size in my vest or in my race suit. This is a large, and I'm about 6'1", 200 pounds, okay? So just put it on. I don't know if this is a Euro style type of zipper, but it magnetizes right here. It's kind of trip. Just zip it up. And once it's on, it's lit up. You're good to go. And then, if you think it's cool looking like this riding, go for it. But I'd put my vest over it. I'd put maybe a 3/4 jacket or flannel over it, but it fits fine. I'm riding my Road Glider, my FXRs. My hands are up. I use 14-inch bars, but on a race bike, I'm hunched over, and this happens, and you don't even notice it. I can tell you, first time I wore it was last time on the track. I didn't even notice it when I raced. It was on. Didn't think about it. I felt normal. So anyways, these girls did an amazing job. You probably have a lot more questions. Call them, call us at the store. Come in and see it. Come see it for yourself. Come try them on. And these girls will lead your way. If I'll be here, if anybody has a serious question and want to ask me about them, feel free to ask me. But take your safety seriously, because whether if you think you're aggressive or not, this could save your life. It could save your injuries, and you can be back up riding because you don't have to go through the healing process. So anyways, anything else, girls?
No, if you have any questions on the vest, you can call us at 909-796-8399 or come see any of the Motor Clothes girls and we'll get you taken care of.